We all hope that the NATO expansion will not stop with the accession of Finland and Sweden. In this context, what can we expect of the Washington Summit this summer, and whether Ukraine can have any hopes on it?
First of all, let me remember the last summit in Vilnius, and prior to the Vilnius summit we really worked hard to reach into the possible agreement that the Ukraine will become the call to NATO, or to become this invitation to become the member of NATO. It has been stated in a different way, and a path to NATO has been mentioned in this end resolution of the Vilnius summit, but the work is going on this, and of course our goal is that Ukraine should be the member of NATO, and not only also that Ukraine will be the member of European Union, and we are working on both directions, as we see you as a member of Euro-Atlantic community, and also this club of democratic world. What do we have in a moment in European Union and in NATO? And of course, it has been asked several times from me what could be the possible outcome of Washington NATO Summit, and I always answer that my dream is that you will become the invitation to NATO, as we are working so closely together, and we have actually the same goals, and there is now one aggressor with whom you are fighting, and we are trying to support you. And it has been said even like this, that we are staying behind Ukraine. But what does it mean? It does mean that Ukraine is in front of us, so therefore I am very thankful for Ukrainian nation on this sacrifice what you are doing, and we are really trying to think on all the perspectives how to support you in this fierce fight against Russian aggression, but also to give for you the further perspectives in developing and securing your country.
Integration with NATO and the EU is impossible without genuine and meaningful reforms being carried out in the country. I recall that some time ago many Estonian politicians, experts and subject matter specialists were strong supporters of reforms in Georgia and actively participated in them. However, they later become disillusioned. What does Ukraine need to do to avoid disappointing you again, ensuring that such disillusionment does not become part of our story?
I think the most important thing to become to the member of the EU and Euro-Atlantic family, and also in NATO, is in this, that you should hold the democratic values. This is the most vital thing, and this is also why Moldova and Ukraine are the candidate countries of the European Union. If we are talking about Georgia, Georgia is also the candidate state of European Union, but they have also a 9-step ladder they have to fulfill, and where they have to really to follow the steps, and they have to make very difficult reforms according to this ladder to justify actually their will to become the member of European Union. But it needs reforms, and it needs a will. And if there is a will to change, to make reforms, everything is possible. And I saw this will today in Moldova. I saw this will today definitely here in Ukraine, that there is a will to change and to hold the democratical values, to belong to the democratical and free society in the world. And I see also this in Georgia. And this is with what we are working for a long time. For example, Georgia was one of our main partner countries in integrating them into the democratical world, to the EU, and we called it development aid program, which we contributed a lot for Georgia, but just now also Ukraine is one of our first priority country, but also we are thinking about Moldova, because we see that bringing these countries to the Euro-Atlantic alliances provides a lot of security and prosperity also in the future.
If we could now discuss the situation in Estonian society, can the society prevent any malign influence from the neighboring countries? I understand that we are speaking at a historical moment, when the Center Party has been taken over in Tallinn, having served as a significant and powerful voice for the Russian-speaking population in your capital city. However, simultaneously, we are aware that the influence of the pro-Russian parties, for example, is quite potent. Aren't you afraid of this unfriendly influence from the Russian authorities in your society, potentially leading to a split along the lines of Russian-speaking communities versus Estonian ones?
First of all, let me bring some positive figures out. According to the last integration monitor, the figures that shows actually that the Russian minority is much better integrated to the Estonian society than previously. It has been it had been stated. It came out really from these figures that the numbers are very, very positive. It is because of the war, I think, because we the week after the war started in the February, more than 2 years ago, we closed also the Russian propaganda channels in Estonia. There is no more possibilities to watch Solovyov or Skabeeva anymore in Estonian cable network, and I would say that that had also some reason in this, that the figures are better, and the young generation is really turning with their face towards Europe. The ties with Russia are not so close anymore, and we, starting from this year, we started also the biggest school reform in Estonia since 1991. We turn to, and we will turn in 6 years to the common Estonian school, which means that we will close the Russian-speaking school system entirely in Estonia, and there will be one common Estonian school for all Estonian kids, and it has a lot of advantages. Of course, the biggest advantage is that everybody who is coming out from the school system has the same education level. There is no glass roofs for them. There is they have the same. Everybody has the same possibilities to be successful in the society. So therefore, I think this change of the school system is vital, also for the not only for the Russian-speaking minority, but for the full Estonian society. And talking about this, what happened actually in Tallinn politics, it was a result of a long process where actually the party slightly collapsed, and where they didn't found their right ankle in moving on in the society, and it happened also because of the war and because of the Russian aggression against Ukraine, that because of this a lot of center party members didn't felt themselves very well or in the party anymore, and they left the party, and that was also the reason why actually their position weakened so much that their today, especially today, happened the changes in the municipal politics of the biggest Estonian city. So this was just a reason, but let's see. As I mentioned, there are huge changes also going on because of this. That actually the mentality of especially the younger Russian-speaking minority is changing in Estonia.
Any wishes that you would like to make to our viewers?
I really want to say for your viewers that about the big solidarity what do we have with the Ukrainian nation, and how keenly we are following your courageous fight against the Russian aggression. So we are really trying to help you as much as we can until the victorious end of this war, and I'm sure you will win the war because you have values, you have principles, and your heart is in the right place.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.